This is an overview of Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is focused on education. This chapter focuses on the history of education in the United States and the differences in education for white children versus education for children of color. For a very long time in the United States, education for children of color was really an afterthought. And when children of color did start to attend school, the ability of schools to serve these children really had not yet been tailored to serving them. Schools were founded on the mainstream white norms and values, and when these other children began going to school, people working in schools, administrators, they really didn't put a lot of thought into how do we teach these children. They may come to school, they do come to school with different experiences, different norms and values, and how do we embrace those and include those? Of course, we know that over time education has changed primarily to do those things. However, it really does depend what state you're in as to whether the school systems in your state make an effort to be more inclusive of the differences in learning as well as the experiences children bring, or whether it is still mainly founded on the white mainstream norms and values. This chapter also is focused on affirmative action. Affirmative action comes up again here. You will be asked to write a paper about the inequalities in education, primarily focused on affirmative action. And then there is a discussion about inequality in education. Also, there's some information about standardized testing. There's a video that explains in, I think, really good detail what standardized testing is, the history of the use of standardized testing, and asks the question, should we get rid of standardized testing? Things such as the SAT or graduate programs, LSAT, MCAT, etc. So, very interesting chapter. I hope that you enjoy learning about the educational system in the U.S. and the way that over many decades, centuries, well, I don't know about centuries because the educational system hasn't been around for more than about a century and a half. But you'll learn about the ways in which education for a very long time was only designed to serve white children, and children of color were very much an afterthought.